having some kind of a broadcast. Oh no, 15 out of 15. Hey J-Bone, we are live. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Gotta hang in there during this dip on that Uniswap and Polkadot, bro. Trust me on that one. We'll be good as soon as this dip is over, I'm sure. You know, I always invest right before a dip. It's so funny. I always make a buy and then the whole market crashes. But it'll come right back. It'll be nice. Anyhow, I want to talk to you guys about the way social media turned some of us into corporations, and the way I completely resisted that and refused to play into their bullshit, and I was not one of the indoctrinated. But I'm going to show you a little clip from something I was watching this morning that will demonstrate how other podcasters that I watch, how they've let social media mold them into what they've become. And it's creepy AF. So, YouTube has eliminated public dislikes. And Kyle Klinsky talks about that for 10 minutes. We don't have to listen to the whole thing. Hey, Nick. But he makes a comment in the middle of the segment, and he discusses how he's adapted.
Eventually it hit a point where it was too big and too powerful to be ignored. And so then the smears came against the platform, and the platform overreacted, and now they've become a caricature of themselves. And YouTube is a shadow of what it used to be. So now we're at the point where even the algorithm is biased. Forget Apocalypse, now we're talking about the algorithm is biased. So they rolled out these changes where now we only promote authoritative news sources. Well, what does that mean? I mean, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. Well, CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News get shit wrong all the time. They advocated for every single war in the modern era. And all of those wars were wrong. And they just spread the Pentagon propaganda like nobody's business. Russiagate, they were dead wrong on Russiagate. The list goes on and on. So they get to push out false narratives, say untrue things. There's no punishment for them whatsoever. And then on this show, I stand by my track record of getting things right, and we get deranked in the algorithm. And so when you're prioritizing authoritative news sources, what that means is you're always going to get fed in, the recommended box or on the home page. You're going to get fed CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and even if you're like I'm more of an outsider. Well, YouTube goes, oh, okay, we'll give you a little more outsider stuff. So what will they show you? Trevor Noah, John Oliver, the pre-approved, oh, this is the edgy outsider stuff. The real outsiders like myself, you were fighting an uphill battle. I got 2 hands tied behind my back. We used to, are you kidding me? The way it worked on YouTube is you'd have exponential growth. Once you hit a certain point, you grow really fast because so many people already watch your videos, so they share it with new people all the time. And so you grow 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 subs a month. That was standard back in the day. Now, totally ground to a halt. Nothing. Now, look, that is a gigantic overreach on the part of YouTube. You say, oh, let's reel it in 50%. Even that's unfair, but at least then there would still be sub growth. Now there's just not. And by the way, it's not just me, because some of you will no doubt watch this and say, well, no, it's just Kyle's falling off his game or this or that or whatever. It's not just me. Virtually everybody who's in this space has seen a massive cutback on new sub growth and views, and I think there's a hierarchy. I really think there's a hierarchy. I think that, and now this part's all speculation, and the YouTube rep I work with, who's a great person, who I love very much, very nice person, I don't even think they tell the YouTube reps everything. I think they keep them in the dark. They swear up and down, no, it's not like that.
They're liars.
Look, I've been doing this for nearly a decade.
Thanks, Liquid Amber.
I know how it used to be, and I know how it is now. And I know that the policies change because they fucking announced it when the policies changed. So I think there's a hierarchy. I think you could be like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7. I think
cannabis
it's a bunch of them.
Kills cancer.
And for a show like mine, we're definitely in like the bottom half of the tiers, and we get screwed. So this is just another way in which they're making YouTube less open, less free, less committed to alternative viewpoints, and it makes it worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And unfortunately, listen, people can say, oh, well, try this other platform or that other platform. It's so established and it's so big and it's the central place and it's been like that for so long that it's not feasible to just start ground up on something else. It's not. It's just not. So what the real answer is, in my opinion at least, is whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or any other giant social media platform, what you need to do is regulate them like public utilities. Expand First Amendment protections so that, they can't just arbitrarily ban people based on a whim. And, you still can't do direct threats of violence, you still can't do anything like that, but you would lean much more heavily on the side of free speech. There's a new bill proposed, something about tweaking the algorithm to make it more fair, make it more based on merit.
I'm going back. I missed it. I'm going back 2 minutes in.
It's on you,
Son?
son, just like it's on me. There was a time when I read all the comments and looked at all the likes and dislikes and looked at the reaction. And look, overall, even though I thought I had a thick skin, I'm probably a relatively sensitive dude. And you see a couple of comments that you think are unfair criticisms. And then what happens is you're a human. I hit my capacity very quickly for the amount of that I can take. So if I see 2 or 3 of those comments, like, okay, I'm done for the day. So you don't want to ruin the rest of your day because some schmuck was being unfair against you. But it's on...
I almost never will I allow this show to ruin my day. I mean, I might take something that's from the show and go talk to somebody outside the show, but it doesn't ever ruin my day. I walk away from the show. I've learned, man. You don't do that, Kyle. You do not base your happiness on how well your fucking podcast goes, because there's good podcasts and there's bad podcasts, and if you were to do that, you'd have a lot of bad fucking days. You gotta let that shit go. But that's not what I'm here to talk about.
On me! I don't run to YouTube and say, please, ban everybody who doesn't say nice things about me. Take away the dislikes publicly.
What are my hours? I usually go on around 6:30 in the morning, my time. That would be about 9:30 your time, I think. Or 8:30 your time, 9:30. Then I go on around noon or 1 o'clock my time. Or 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. And then I'll usually do 6 or 7 p.m. And sometimes I'll do a late night. That's generally my hours. I'm pretty easy to find. Hey, Enoch.
By the way, there's also practical implications to this too. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have a technical problem, or let's say I have a product and I can't find the manual to figure out how it works, you go to YouTube and you say a tutorial on how to do X, Y, or Z, or how to, put together this piece of furniture or whatever it is, and there's always something there and you can watch it. And if you happen to click a video where the title says this is what it's for, and then they give like a bad explanation or the thing doesn't work, you can tell by the dislikes that, oh, this is not a good video, let me go right to the next one. Now you're going to have to watch the shitty ones. There are practical reasons to have it there too.
That's a good point.
I mean, this is, come on, it's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm anti thumbs downs. I like the star system, 5 stars down to 1 star. But he's got a good point. I mean, I don't like thumbs downs, and I like that you can't see them. People can't come in here and troll me, right? It's great. At the same time, it does serve a purpose. And let's say Kyle's lying, about some bullshit. He's picked up some fucking narrative bullshit. And you see a bunch of thumbs downs and to listen for that bullshit,
Heard, and we split the difference. You could still see the dislikes on the back end. I want to see them on the fucking front end. Now, it's a fair point to turn around and say, well, Kyle, Twitter doesn't have dislikes and you like Twitter. True, but they started it was like that from the beginning. You can't give people this extra sense of an open platform and democracy. And
well, see, he should remember YouTube started with a star system. And he was there. He's totally forgetting that. Thumbs ups and thumbs downs was not the way YouTube started. That's what Google introduced. Thumbs ups and thumbs downs. Dividing us. Pitting us against each other. Separating the community.
Take it away. You can't do that. You're just becoming a more closed platform. And look, that's what happened to YouTube. You all know this. We've talked about this 1,000 times on this show. But there was a time when the whole point was, this is where you go if you're an outsider. This is where you go to have a voice that is not reflected in the mainstream of society. And that's why a lot of content creators with alternative viewpoints got big on YouTube. We're, alternative media. We're independent media. This is where we can be heard. But of course, over time, the platform got too big. It got too powerful according to the already established order. And so what do? It all started when mainstream media ran some fear-mongering articles saying, oh, naughty ads are running on YouTube channels. Here, look, this is a bigoted YouTube channel, and they had a Nestle ad run before it. So what did YouTube do? Oh my God, panic, defund all news and politics. And that was adpocalypse.
I gotta go back.
So creators like myself, or David Pakman or many others, all of a sudden overnight, all of our funding was gone. And it was gone.
Oh, wait.
I don't know how long it lasted, 3 days,
I
4
think
days,
this
5
is the
days.
part.
It was terrifying. And that's when we launched the Patreon for this show. That's when I told you guys, I can never again trust YouTube because any second they just pull the rug out from underneath us. And so you guys came and saved the day on Patreon, by the way, patreon.com/secular talk. We still have it and we still need it. That's still, you know, the best way to fund the show, just like we do with Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack, where we, you know, you guys pay $5 a month. We don't take any ad money for Crystal Kyle and Friends. You pay $5 a month and you get the video a day early and you get the newsletters. And people still can hear the audio for free, but that's just the audio and it comes out a day later.
So you charge people, Kyle, for the information, right? You give them a shiny, nice, improved presentation. They get the video. And if you don't pay the money, well, you can still hear it, but you don't get the video. You know, that's incentive. That's corporate incentive. That's marketing. You know, that's how you get them. And that's how corporations work. And look at him sitting here, justifying taking money from his audience while he complains about the corporate controls of the thumbs up, thumb down system from YouTube, while he sits here and tells you about how he's taking money from his audience members to sustain what he's doing. He's completely corporate, man. He's promoting the whole goddamn thing. And when he started on YouTube and when I started on YouTube, it wasn't to make money. It was because we had a message we thought people wanted to hear. And we wanted to share that message, and we enjoyed people listening to it. That was all it was when we started. Hey man, we've got our own channel. People will listen to us. It wasn't, hey man, I've got my own channel, and if you join my Patreon, you can pay as much as you want. Or if you give us $5 a month, you get the video. And you don't get to see the video if you don't give us $5 a month. If you want to see Crystal Kyle and friends, you have to pay for that content. He has become exactly what he's trying to call out. He's trying to call out the corporate monsters of social media. How dare they take away the thumbs up, thumbs down system the way he liked it. Not me, not necessarily. I'd rather have 5 stars. While he sits there and tells you, oh, make sure you come give us $5 so you get all the content promoting. And this is the icing on the cake. He's got this, you can see it, look, behind his ear. He's got a earphone in his ear with a wire going back behind his jacket. Do you think there's anyone there talking to him at all while he's doing a short 10-minute upload? Not even live? Do you think there's actually someone there? What's that? What is that? What's the haircut? You know, the same haircut that Sagar's got. He is so indoctrinated on so many different levels. And it's like I told you at the beginning of this show. Not me, man. Not me. I don't play in any of this bullshit. I'm not here to fuck around at all with this social media bullshit. They've corporatized the entire game, and I'm not playing into it. Sometimes I give you guys shit for free. I'm not trying to make money off of you. Kyle's turned into a business. He's a corporation now. He acts like a corporation, and he's lying like a corporation too. Because to me, lying is calling out YouTube for their bullshit while sitting there and promoting his $5 a month Crystal Kyle and Friends show. And saying how awful what social media does while he sits there and begs for money. You know, hey Kyle, here's an idea. Get a job, buddy. Get a normal job, then you don't have to charge your fucking audience. How about that? And let me just say this. Nothing Kyle Klinsky has ever said to me was worth paying for. Ever.
Realize this platform is not democratic. It's not open. It's not free. It was for a while, but then eventually it hit a point where it was too big and too powerful to be ignored. And so then the smears came against the platform, and the platform overreacted, and now they've become a caricature of themselves. And YouTube is a shadow of what it used to be. So now we're at the point where even the algorithm is biased. Forget Apocalypse, now we're talking about the algorithm is biased. So
he says now we're at the point where even the algorithm is biased. Kyle, the algorithm has been biased since they wrote the algorithm. The algorithm is bias. Period. As soon as they wrote a piece of software to say, watch this video and not that one, it was biased. I mean, I can't believe that, you know, when something affects Kyle, all of a sudden it becomes a situation worth talking about. When it affects him. Do you know how many years I sent him messages telling him, dude, man, I started on this platform when you did, and you've done so well, and I'm doing so bad. Can you fucking help me out? Can you help me out somehow, man? Can you do an article and cover what's going on? No. He never would. Never wanted to mention the fact that other people were being censored. No, not cannabis-related people. No. I wasn't worth his time. I begged him. Please, man, look at what they're doing to me, man. I was doing just as good as you, and now all my shit is going to shit. While you're going straight up, and my channel is going straight down. After Google, right? And as soon as his channel was affected by Apocalypse, oh, then he went into high gear, wanting to help himself. Oh, under the guise of, oh, look at all of us being attacked. No, it's you, Kyle, and you're concerned about you losing money.
Oh, they rolled out these changes where now we only promote authoritative news sources. Well, what is that?
I just want to say this, and I don't have a problem with podcasters profiting off of their audiences. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is when they do it and they try to act like they're not doing it. That's what I have a problem with.
That mean? I mean, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. Well, CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News get shit wrong all the time. They advocated for every single war in the modern era. And all of those wars were wrong. And they just spread the Pentagon propaganda like nobody's business. Russiagate, they were dead wrong on Russiagate. The list goes on and on. So they get to push out false narratives, say
and that's all true. What he's saying right there is exactly true. The algorithm needs to go away. Period. Thank you, Kyle Kalinske. Now, take your Forrest Gump haircut the fuck off my goddamn stream. You fucking dumbass. God. So, God, that fucking haircut, man. What the fuck is it with that stupid Forrest Gump haircut, man? And these idiots today. It looks like they're just shaving the brain cells off their fucking brain. You know? Hey, Dommy Dom, what's up, buddy? When it hits big money, they jump. Well, some of them do. You know, one thing I don't like is when people charge for content. That's the thing that really gets me, man. You know, oh, you can see this content if you give me money. You can see this content, but, you know, the other people aren't going to pay me. You guys only see a limited. That's why I like Jimmy Dore. He does charge for extra content. But he does like 3-hour live uploads, and you can tune into them anytime you want. And he's putting it all out there, and that is a lot. Kyle doesn't do that shit. You know, Jimmy Dore is podcasting like me, like all the time. He's always accessible. He's always available. And, you know, he's on a much greater level. I would love to have YouTube bring back the 5-star system and get rid of the thumbs up, thumbs downs. Just, you know, give us the star system back, man. But it's beyond that, isn't it, guys? It's beyond that. I mean, that's not going to help, really. Bring back the star system. No, man. Space, star system. We're going through it in our spaceship. It's dark and death. Light. Life. 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 When it hits big money, they jump. All right, we've been hanging here on the goddams for a while. So look, it's beyond changing, you know, this or that or the other. It's the algorithm, it's the bias, and YouTube is dead because of the algorithm. Algorithm killed the YouTube podcaster. I don't know. Something like that. Algorithm killed me. I got 11 viewers! Hey, 11 of you! Hey, all 11 of you! Yay! The algorithm. I don't blame y'all. You know, I'm early. About a half hour early. People aren't expecting me quite yet. In some places, I'm sure. I'm not going to check for a while to see if I'm even live. Shirley Ann Christopher, Amy Marie Holloway, hello, Seymour, cheers. There will be social media sites on the blockchain. You know, I'm sure that YouTube will even become obsolete. Think about that. Like the fucking rotary telephone. Some of you kids don't even know what a rotary telephone is. What, can I YouTube on it? No, you can't YouTube on a rotary telephone. You could call the police, or you could call somebody else, basically. You could put it on a router if you had a rotary phone. Remember those things? You take the phone and you put it on a goddamn speaker thing so it could hear the router over the phone line. Count me 12 times. Now I can. I have more than one personality. Oh, count me 12 times. Oh, dude, 100%. Laughing my ass off, I do. And I believe that when these new social media platforms arise, that I will migrate, you know. I've been looking for one that allows me the exact freedom that YouTube allows me. I mean, I'm allowed to do almost everything on this channel that I want to do. If I could find another thing like this, where I could smoke my cannabis on scram, I just refuse to not podcast without smoking. They're never going to stop me from doing that. I mean, they'll silence me and they'll shut me down, but I won't. I'd still be smoking, you know? I'm not going to stop. You have one that's a piano. An old phone. Best phones to have was old style. That had all kinds of styles. Yeah, like the cat one with the eyes on it that went back and forth. The black and white cat phone. The cartoon cat. That was pretty fucking cool. The red phone, you know. Remember Batman had the bat line to the commissioner? It was a red phone. It was a rotary phone, right? Can't remember. My mom collects teapots. So she's got teapots that are like shaped like themed teapots, you know. They're really cool, man. Like one's like a house, you know, teapot. Ceramic. Painted shit. I don't know if she still does that. Now we collect NFTs. Used to collect baseball cards, now we collect NFTs. Hey Don, what's up? The world changes before your eyes, man. It's nice to be able to sit back and just look at everything that's happened, but at the same time to watch the decay and the decline while people think, no, this is technology, man. And you're like, you're disassociating with reality. There's a reason for that. It's because reality really sucks. Right? Perfume bottles, Avon bottles. Yeah, you know, there was this dried up lake bed where you could find ink wells. People would use. It was so weird. People would buy an inkwell at the store, you know, and dip their quilt pen in it in a glass thing with a cork in it. And then when they were done with that, they'd throw it in the middle of the fucking lake. Isn't that weird? People were just awful, man. Hey, I'll just throw this glass in the lake. You know, even back in the 1700s, 1800s, people were doing that shit. Just disrespecting this planet. Never realizing what it was. That it was fragile. I have one that kind of look like a door handle. Lark Davis channel. COVID lockdowns being what? I missed that one.
These are the 7
Bitcoin crashing, don't panic.
The price of Bitcoin is crashing. Is it time to panic? No, don't panic. Never panic. The top is not even close to being in for Bitcoin. In today's video, I'll be breaking down the technicals and what you need to know about the current market situation for Bitcoin. My name is Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe just stay up to date with, then you should definitely subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, you can take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Massively appreciate that. Anybody who wants to receive notifications should also click on the notification bell. By the way, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, then you need to get yourself an account over on Femex. You can long and short all of the top coins in the market. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, they have all of the good stuff. And right now they have an amazing promotion going on where you can get up to $3,500 worth of trading bonuses. So if you use the link down below,
$3,500 worth of trading bonuses if you have $125,000 to go move into their fucking exchange, guys. I mean, these guys talk about this stuff all the time, and they talk about these bonuses, but they never tell you how much you got to move into the exchange in order to achieve those bonuses. So just so you know, man, if you want to get the $300 bonus, you still have to move $10,000 of Bitcoin into their exchange. You know, That move is probably going to cost you some money from whichever exchange you're moving it from. That's something else to remember.
You're going to get 10% off your fees, the standard $100 trading bonus promotion, as well as an extra $3,500 deposit bonus, depending on how much you deposit to start trading with. Just use that link to start your account. Now let's go ahead and get into the charts. So the old bearish divergence here has basically been playing out to a T. We've seen, of course, the price of Bitcoin coming down today. Now, I think it's really important to bring a bit of perspective into this here. We need to get the RSI off here for now. I think it's really important to bring a bit of perspective into the market and try to understand how things are currently playing out and how serious the current situation is. So far, up to this point, the price of Bitcoin is only down, well, at its peak today, was only down 11.5% from the recent all-time high back here on the 10th of November. Now, back in October, we had a 14%.
So it's a less of a width
Move.
You see what he's saying?
That was a bit of a bigger move by a couple percent. And look, I would like to point out this.
It's getting more stable.
More important for you to kind of take into appreciation here is that your average Bitcoin correction during a bull run
3 and 7. Thank you,
20%
Amy.
Plus. So we haven't actually seen a big 20% move.
This one's for
the
you.
Cryptocurrency markets.
Happy 420.
In a little while now. Last time we had one, of course, was back here, early September. This was a 24%, 25% top to bottom move. That fit in very nicely with what you typically see happening during a cryptocurrency bull run. These kinds of big volatile moments are super common. They're to be expected, anticipated, and made advantage of when they come. Now this time back here in September was a great time, of course, to buy. Buying when the market's down by like 25% like this in what is still a beautiful uptrend for the market tends to be a pretty damn good time to get yourself a position. Now, of course, that was led by the 20% flash crash, but it did finally bottom out around 25%. So just to give you that perspective that the current 11.5% crash is nothing. That's nothing. That's literally a Tuesday in Bitcoin. Literally a Tuesday. Nothing too exciting going on here. Nope.
There you go. Rogie got up out of bed this morning for some reason, I was like watching him, so he could go throw up on the floor. He didn't want to throw up in the bed. He didn't throw up bad. It was just a little bit. I cleaned it up really quick with some paper towels. But it was like saliva. I don't know why he did that. It's like acid or something. He doesn't usually do that. He's so cute, though. He's like, oh, you got a bed. You didn't want to throw up on the bed. Aw. He's got to go down these stairs and shit. It's an ordeal for him. He has to stretch his legs out. He knew he was going to throw up. It's funny. He started kind of convulsing on the stairs, So, hey, Ernie, let me help you out there. Have a great life, dude. I'm not here to entertain fucking cunts. How's that? Is that exciting enough for you, stupid cunt bitch? How's that? Is that good? Is that better? You know, I totally want to talk about this today. I put it on Twitter. Those of you guys that follow, it's at Nays Garden on Twitter. You should see this fucking video. Something went wrong. Try reloading. How social media turns us into corporations. I wonder why it's not showing the video. Huh. Weird. On Twitter. Someone said, this is hilarious. If you guys know anything about communism, right? Are there any communist books that are easy to read? I need suggestions, please, lol. Shit's not loading on my fucking screen for some reason. I said, communist books is an oxymoron. And then I posted a picture from Twitter about communists in Beijing burning books that were anti-communism. You guys like that? That's the kind of shit I put on Twitter. You can go over there and support that shit. Go into my tweets and replies and you'll find that. Dude, my Twitter's not working right. It's driving me crazy. I'm putting my mouse over people's profiles and it just shows a black square. Nothing's loading right. None of the videos are loading. What's going on, man? Am I still live? My dog's wound on his paw's better. I've been using chairs for a while. It's much better now, thank you. Right on, dummy. Where's the thing I put up, dude, about Elizabeth Warren? Where's my fucking retweet? Oh, that was probably on another account, man. I don't know which account I was on. Fuck. God damn it. I'll find it. Nays Garden, there it is. I found it. No videos are loading on Twitter, guys. Hey, what's up there? J.R. Ryder, Pinoy Grower, what's up, bro? I'm enjoying your wares right now, brother. Literally, hi, HAF. I'm reloading Twitter. I don't know why videos aren't loading. So weird. There it goes. Now it's working. Now none of the videos were loading. Now all the videos are loading.
Are terrible for the environment.
You guys want to watch something great? Watch this video with me. And understand, all of these cunts are fucking lying cunts. Bought off by fucking the Fed and corporations. All right? Remember that. Here you go. Let's get high. Let's do some dabs with J.R. Ryder and watch this video.
Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are terrible for the environment.
It's an extremely inefficient way of conducting transactions.
It's a way to both hide dirty money and destroy the environment at the same time.
The environmental attacks on Bitcoin are best understood as a strategy by economic, media, and political elites to undermine a form of money they can't control. Critics distort the basic facts about what's known as Bitcoin mining, the process through which a global network of computers maintain the Bitcoin network through computation. Though energy intensive, this process is what makes Bitcoin a truly decentralized monetary system.
The amount of energy that's consumed in processing those transactions is staggering.
A single Bitcoin transaction, that's one purchase or one sale or one transfer, uses the same amount of electricity as the typical U.S. household uses in more than a month.
Did you hear what that woman just claimed? Did you hear what Elizabeth Warren? She was running for president of the United States. And she just said that when I purchase $100 of Bitcoin, a single transaction on an exchange, that those little PC computers that are going to verify that one fucking transaction are using more power than an American family, average American family uses in an entire month. Taking hot showers, doing the laundry, doing the dishwasher, watching TV, having computers, air conditioning, heat running. She wants you to believe that. I've seen the processor. I've seen rows of the processors that run those transactions. There's no way they're using that kind of fucking power to do one transaction. It's such a fucking lie. This woman wanted to be president of the United States of America. Just so you know. I mean, it's bad enough that Donald Trump was out there saying that, climate change is a Chinese hoax. That's bad enough. But you need to understand, all of them are psychotic. I want you to hear her say this bullshit again.
A single Bitcoin transaction, that's one purchase or one sale or one transfer, uses the same amount of electricity as the typical U.S. household uses in more than a month. I think the estimate is 53 days. Wow. Yeah.
They divide this per transaction energy cost.
Couldn't keep eye contact with a fucking webcam after you told that fucking doozy? She couldn't even keep eye contact with a web camera after she told that fucking... Yeah.
Figure, and then they extrapolate Bitcoin's...
As the typical U.S. household uses in more than a month. I think the estimate is 53 days. Wow. Yeah.
They devise this per transaction energy...
Wow. Yeah.
They...
Wow. Yeah.
They...
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Look away!
Yeah.
Look away!
Yeah.
Look away!
Yeah.
As soon as she lies, she looks away. I mean, the second she lies, she can't stop. That's her fucking tell. Yeah. Alright. It's called greed, Dominic. She's greedy. She's greedy. She's willing to lie to make money. She's defending the federal government. That's how she makes her money. She's a government stooge. She's a fucking pawn for the Fed, bro.
They devise this per transaction energy cost figure, and then they extrapolate Bitcoin's transactional load to hundreds of billions per year.
Nick Carter is a partner at Castle Island Ventures. He's written a series of influential articles about Bitcoin and energy.
On the basis of this somewhat, illusory per transaction energy.
No organic cannabis. Cannabis doesn't test for all. Cheers, everybody.
That Bitcoin will grow rapaciously in its energy footprint.
In fact, as the Bitcoin network grows to support additional transactions, it doesn't require additional energy. Just as the Federal
what do you
Reserve
know?
Building's electricity bill
What do you know?
increase with every ATM withdrawal. The electricity consumed by mining isn't used to power individual transactions. It's used to secure and administer the foundation layer of Bitcoin's monetary network, which can then be extended almost infinitely.
Bitcoin transactions and Bitcoin's energy use are not really correlated. An additional marginal transaction doesn't really add much energy outlay to the Bitcoin system.
The energy used by Bitcoin miners has increased significantly, and it will continue to grow. But the media's claims are outlandish. In 2017, Newsweek boldly predicted that Bitcoin was on track to consume all of the world's energy by 2020. One of the most commonly cited figures comes from a 2018 two-page analysis published in Nature Climate Change and trumpeted by the New York Times and other outlets.
Bitcoin's growth could single-handedly push global temperatures above the tipping point of 2 degrees.
One of the most commonly cited two-page analysis published climate change by the New York Times.
Bitcoin's growth could single-handedly push global temperatures above the tipping point of 2 degrees Celsius. Bitcoin's growth could single-handedly push global temperatures above the tipping point of 2 degrees Celsius.
Effectively, it makes some very questionable assumptions about Bitcoin to derive this extrapolation of Bitcoin's future carbon footprint. It finds this cartoonish figure that Bitcoin could increase the world's temperature by 2+ degrees. Which is completely inconsistent with the way Bitcoin works.
Nature Climate Change went on to publish 3 rebuttals, pointing out the implausible assumptions used to generate its figure, including the same fallacy of calculating an energy cost per Bitcoin transaction and then assuming a linear increase as the network grows. So how much energy does Bitcoin mining actually consume? The Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance estimates Bitcoin uses just over 100 terawatt hours per year, which is less than gold mining and many other residential and industrial activities. Critics routinely invoke the idea that Bitcoin uses more electricity than whole countries to generate attention-grabbing headlines. But that's also true of many industries. And if Bitcoin were a country, it would rank 32nd out of 59 tracked by the Cambridge Center. And for what it's worth, Bitcoin's market cap is over $1 trillion, far more than the GDP of many of the countries to which it's compared.
Now, do you understand what that means? What that means is Bitcoin is using the same amount of energy as these countries are, but producing more economy than these countries are. Way more profit for more people than these fucking countries are doing. Do you understand what that means, guys? So listen to what he said there, because that's an important point. Listen to this right here.
Industries. And if Bitcoin were a country, it would rank 32nd out of 59 tracked by the Cambridge Center. And for what it's worth, Bitcoin's market cap is over $1 trillion, far more than the GDP of many of the countries to which it's compared. Critics also tend to ignore that miners are incentivized to use energy that would otherwise go to waste. That's because electricity is hard to transport over long distances, while Bitcoin mining can happen anywhere that there's internet access. So miners gravitate toward energy sources with excess capacity.
They will go to the Amazon, they will go to the Congo, they will go to Siberia, they will go to Antarctica, to the middle of the ocean. They'll go wherever the cheapest energy is.
Alex Gladstein is Chief Strategy Officer at the Human Rights Foundation. He points out that Bitcoin miners lose money in competitive electricity markets because the cost of the power they consume exceeds their earnings.
Bitcoin miners can only pay like 2 to 5 cents per kilowatt for the energy. Industrial nations, consumers pay 10, 15 cents, and in developing countries, they pay 20 and 40 cents. What I'm concluding here with is that Bitcoin miners need like energy that nobody else wants.
In the western United States, mobile Bitcoin miners are already running on electricity derived from unused natural gas from oil wells that can't be captured because there are no pipelines to carry it.
Gladstein argues that Bitcoin can be used as a spur to develop more renewable energy in underdeveloped countries, remote locations, and even existing landfills.
A recent industry survey put Bitcoin mining sustainable energy use at around 56%, a figure that will likely grow.
Bitcoin miners are like a sponge. Any excess energy bubbling to the point where it becomes cheap enough for them, they will soak it up.
There are computers all over the world right now spitting out random numbers around the clock in a competition to try to solve a useless puzzle.
To claim that Bitcoin mining is useless is the essence of the government's case against Bitcoin, because it's this component that directly challenges state power.
The work being carried out.
Understand that. It's useless to her because she doesn't have Bitcoin. It has every freaking utility for me and anybody else who's investing in it. We're making money. I'm able to take care of things I wasn't able to take care of before because I have an excess of money. Bitcoin is allowing me to do that. She says it's useless. Hey, who here has a use for crypto or Bitcoin? Anybody? Press 1 in my chat if you do. Press number 1 if you disagree with Elizabeth Warren that Bitcoin is not useless. She's such an idiot.
By this global computer network is
press 1 in my chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pinoy. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, J-Bone. Thank you, Seymour.
Bitcoin is a vote of no confidence in the monetary and financial system that exists today. This pretty exclusionary system where we are extremely beholden to the opinions of half dozen individuals who all think the same way.
Would you go so far as to say it's almost like a generational movement against the status quo in favor of a non-inflationary kind of hard currency?
Absolutely. And it's not just non-inflationary, it is a non-discretionary monetary rule. There's no central banker that can come in and alter the rules and privilege one certain set of
right,
society.
Apostle Orlando Bethel?
That is the core of the movement here.
There you go, guys. You know, that just shows you what we're up against with these people that are in the government. Elizabeth Warren, Jessica Yellen. You know, I do see that there are a lot of people in the Senate who are supporting crypto. And they're behind it. So it's a good thing. Cunts like Elizabeth Warren, cunts like Jessica Yellen, they need to be voted the fuck out because they're fucking dumb dinosaur cunt bitch cunts. Cunt bitch cunt motherfucking cunts. I can't say it enough. Fuck them. That's it. You just needed to see that, man. I don't really have much to say about it. I hope that you guys listened to what people say about Bitcoin, saying it's going to cause the planet to warm up. It's the Bitcoin, guys. That's what it was. It was the Bitcoin that caused the goddamn global warming. God, man. Let me see this.
It reminded a lot of people of something. It's Car Rittenhouse trial. It reminded a lot of people of something something, I just can't remember what it was. Oh, the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, in which Brett Kavanaugh, who had been accused by a high school friend of committing sexual abuse of her.
Whoa. Let me just stop you right there. How the fuck does the Kyle Rittenhouse trial remind you of Brett Kavanaugh? And isn't it weird that she said that's what was on everybody's mind? I have no idea what the fuck she's getting at here.
Cried his way through the hearings to make him a permanent member and Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
Oh, does she think that Kyle Rittenhouse's breakdown of crying had any bearing on this trial whatsoever? Okay, I don't. Hey, you guys, if you don't think Kyle Rittenhouse's crying that one time that he was talking about that one thing that one time had anything to do with the bearing on this trial, like I don't think it did, press number 1 if you agree with me. Did his little breakdown thing, whether it was true or not, do you think that affected the jury at all? They're still deliberating. They weren't able to figure this out after a day. So, I don't know what she's getting at here. This is kind of weird.
And his tears turned out.
And let me just say, I fucking hate her. Okay? I hate this fucking dumb bitch. But I digress.
To be more powerful than the tears of Christine Blasey Ford, which were the tears of an alleged victim. But in America, there's a thing.
No. This is a fucking murder trial, and you're comparing it to a justice becoming a lawyer becoming a Supreme Court justice. Hearing. You're talking about a trial versus a hearing. Nobody looked at Kyle Rittenhouse's trial and thought of fucking, except for you, because you're so triggered by white people, aren't you? You fucking racist bitch. Let's keep going.
About both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, green waterworks. White men can get away with that too. And
have we already established that the term Karen is a racist term on this show? If you agree that the term Karen is a racist term, press number 2 on my live stream right now. If you agree that the term Karen is racist, like the definition says it only applies to a white woman, press number 2 on my live stream. Is the term Karen racist? Press number 2. Seymour agrees. Yeah, the term Karen's racist. Anybody else? Nick agrees. The term Karen is racist. By very definition. Do you guys want me to pull up the definition? Oh, NY710. I don't know who you are, but I love you already. Thank you. Yes, NY710 agrees. Thank you for pressing 2 in the chat. Yes, the term Karen, it's provably racist. So she is using a racist term. She's provably racist, as I've already said. Now she's using the term Karen. Listen to her use it.
Really white tears in general, because that's what Karens are, right? They Karen out, and then as soon as they get caught, green waterworks. White men can get away with that too.
You know, it's funny. She bears such a strong resemblance in the way she's acting to Tim Black right now, that it's like he literally does that whole thing where he goes and then he gets serious again. I think she's been watching Tim Black. Hey, great. You know, at the same time, he's guilty of the same thing. You know, I'd love to hear his take on this. I'd love to hear Tim Black's take on what I'm talking this video. I wonder if he could keep it as real as me. Let's go on here. Let's see what else she's going to say.
And it has the same effect. Even as the right tries to politicize the idea that masculinity is being robbed from American men by multiculturalism and wokeism.
Okay, that's true. You know, the whole goddamn Jordan Peterson thing. You know, we've been emasculated, eh, by the women, eh? They cut my penis off, eh? I don't know what to say, eh? I've got a big education and I can use big words, eh? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that was bad. I'm sorry. I was trying to do Jordan Peterson. I'm sorry. My apologies to all of my Canadian friends out there. I know you all hate fucking Jordan Peterson too. But wasn't that what that whole thing was about? You know, oh, you poor males, you're being emasculated, if that's the correct word, by women and by your portrayal, the way you've been portrayed by the media. Oh, you poor white men. You know, most of the white men that I know, they don't seem so affected by that. They just go on with their lives and they ignore shit like this. But I digress. Let's keep going.
They still want to be able to have their tears. So my friend Jahan Jones, who writes the brilliant The Read Out blog, wrote a great piece about this. And if you want to read it, you're going to be able to read it right here.
No thanks. That's it? That's it? A little promotion there? Not interested in anything else you have to say. If you're a white man and you want to cry about something, I want y'all to know you have my support, and you should have full society support. And yes, Brett Kavanaugh and Kyle Rittenhouse, those were fake tears on both accounts. I totally agree with that. But she's not talking about that. She's branding all white people, including the women, she said Karens, and all white men. Basically, just a blanket racist statement from a fucking racist cunt. There you go. Well, you know, we should just call this show today an expose on fucking cunts. We're just covering cunts today. Let's put this cunt off my goddamn, out of my fucking sight, because she fucking disgusts me. You fucking racist cunt.
So it's Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
Oh, shut the fuck
It
up.
reminded a lot of people of some.
I'm sending that at Real Tim Black. So I'm sending a tweet to Tim Black. I said, racist much? At Real Tim Black, what do you think? The term Karen is by definition racist. It mainly refers to a white woman. I would love to hear your take. There we go. You guys can retweet that at Tim Black if you want. It'll be under my tweets and replies at Nays Garden on Twitter. Maybe I'll check Tim Black right now. And see if he's talked about it. True Talk Tuesday. True Talk Tuesday. Don't see him referring to the video. He probably covered it. I would think he already covered it. November 15th, 20th, 19th, 18th. Why isn't this in order? 10 hours ago. 10 hours ago. Patreon. Huh. 2-hour show. I wonder if he covered it.
Who are supposed to be grown-ass adults and are supposed to be black allies have revealed themselves for who they are. I tried to tell you, Johnson. You told me what is some of
what he
tell
says,
me?
Johnson.
Tim is jealous. He clout chasing. But these are all people.
Benny the Rolling Stoner, what's up, buddy?
As big as me, but I'm clout chasing. He's just hating. He's just mean.
They use the name Chad as racist. It refers to a white man in distress as well.
People.
So stupid.
I work with them. I know them. I know their personal business. And I know they are horrible.
In need of an emotional rescue.
Back to Kyle Rittenhouse. This is obvious, guys. Look, if you can't articulate, if you're in a media game and you cannot explain what's up with this Kyle Rittenhouse case, how important this is, if you can't express that, if you say that you're an advocate for black folks, see, some of them never said it. And they have an audience who don't give a shit. They don't really care, so that's what I'm trying to say. This is my point. Tucker Carlson's Tucker Carlson gonna Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson doesn't pretend to be a supporter of black folks. He doesn't pretend to support poor people, working class people, people trying to get off the streets, homeless people trying to pay their bills, barely making it. Tucker Carlson represents Republican conservatives, well-to-do. He backs up the capitalistic system. And that's never been good for us. So he doesn't pretend. Now, I don't like Tucker, but at least he's not trying to pretend to be in this group of people that got my back. That's what I'm saying, Johnson.
I got you.
So
at least he says how he feels.
Has revealed itself. Has revealed those.
Once he started fake crying.
For instance.
He started blubbering a little bit. We saw that.
These people suddenly coming out saying, hey.
And then he stopped. There was a loud noise. He was like,
after all.
Oh, I'm supposed to be crying right now.
Is running away after all. It's all self-defense. There's nothing to see here. What's wrong with the media? Why, and this is all they do is divide people, but this talking point are liars.
Real talk.
Or they're naive. But you gotta choose which one.
Real talk
because
with Tim Black.
Once we drill down one level beneath that, we gotta ask the question, because we're intelligent people. Why was he running? Why? Because he had a gun that he was handling in front of people. And
let me tell you something, J.R. Ryder, though. While I do realize and I do agree that that was fake crying at the same time, he was being asked to relive shooting and killing somebody that he had shot 4 times that he didn't know, but later found out in that trial that guy had mental problems. His girlfriend had just rejected him. He had just gotten out of the mental hospital. So if Kyle Rittenhouse has any kind of a conscience whatsoever, some of that crying may have actually been coming from a real place. I'm not saying he was fucking crying. I'm saying he may have went with it, and forced it. It was just, it seemed forced. At the same time, when you shoot and kill somebody, you shot them 4 times, you made sure they were fucking dead. Then come to find out, oh man, it was a fucking crazy person that should have been on medicine. And had they been medicated, had they been in a safe place, they wouldn't have been out there on the street acting like that. That may have affected him because he didn't know that when he killed that guy, right? There's a lot of aspects to this trial that those jurors have to consider, and that's definitely one of them. Just the fact that all he saw was a guy that said he wanted to kill him, basically. That's how that appears. The guy seems totally coherent to him. Yeah, and he focused. Oh, he's coming to kill me. I feel sorry for the jury, and I understand why they're fucking deliberating. Hey man, I know where my judgment goes. Immediately. You want to hear my judgment? Everybody guilty. The kid that gave him the gun, the father, all three of them. Jail time. Fucking guilty. Kyle, murder. Guilty. First, second, and the guy, his hand, attempted murder. All three of them murder charges, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he had that gun illegally. There's a reason why you're not allowed to have a gun at a certain age. There's a reason for that. And he had that gun illegally. As soon as that law was broken, everything that happened at that point was because that first law was broken. So in my opinion, I would have never dismissed that charge. In fact, hey man, you know, if the judge really wanted to do it right, he should have dismissed the first murder charge. Okay? Gone with the second murder charge. If there was an attempted murder on the third, blow somebody's fucking wrist off. Hey man, that guy might bleed out. That's attempted murder. You know, you want to do that, I'm okay with that. The guy had a gun in his hand, you can let the jury decide that. But that first charge stays. And that's the charge that you really want the jury to consider for the reason that that is the linchpin. You know, without that, nothing else would have happened. None of those people would have been harmed that night. And Kyle Rittenhouse wouldn't be on trial. But he chose to take a gun to a protest. He chose to obtain a gun illegally. He chose to break a law. The law was there for a reason. So that's where it goes. The kid's fucking guilty. Period. You know, you want to sort out the rest. I say dismiss the goddamn murder charge on the second. The guy was crazy and was gonna kill him. Dismiss that shit. Don't even, why should they struggle over that? If I was the judge, that's what I would do. You know? But, you know, it's on fucking video, man. You can hear the guy screaming he was gonna kill him. If I get you if I get you cornered, you're dead, man. We fucking find you with that by yourself. You know, and they got him. He got him, right like he said, man. He got him by himself, man. He's all by himself. Man, yeah, are you just seeing it? 7 o'clock, top of the hour. No law regarding cannabis. You guys, if you're having fun, if you are enjoying this live stream, what I would really love and appreciate all of you to do is please put a 3 in the live stream while we watch a little bit more Tim Black and do a dab. What do you guys say?
While he's handling it in a way that made people upset, and somebody reacted to that. The person that reacted to that get chase.
Did you say gave chase?
During the chase, Kyle Rittenhouse stops running, turns around, plants his feet, and shoots the mofo.
Oh, well, that's not how it happened, Tim. See, that's not...
He shoots and kills him after
that's
shooting him 4 times.
Not fair. He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying right now. Hey, Karen. Cheers,
Right.
everybody. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all.
Everything that happened after that is all because he's running after killing someone. So, to ignore those facts, those are the facts. That's what happened. If you didn't know that, that's what happened. I don't know what to tell you.
You're a fucking liar. That's what I'll tell you.
People didn't randomly start chasing Kyle for no goddamn reason. They chased Kyle Rittenhouse because Kyle Rittenhouse, they heard someone get shot. Then they found out it was him who did this shooting. And to everyone else's mind, he's the guy who just killed the guy. And he's getting away. You don't get to tell people, I'm going to holler at the cops. No, people want to take you to see the cops. You just killed someone. So these people are not honest. But what they are honestly doing is appeasing a conservative audience. And as usual, they're willing to throw black people under the bus to do it. Because if Kyle Rittenhouse
What?
holds no responsibility for shooting 3 people, killing 2, if there is no responsibility for that, all it does is embolden more people like Kyle Rittenhouse to come out to events. matter or otherwise.
Okay, okay, that's fair. I totally
protect property. Or
I totally fucking agree with everything he's saying right now. What he said before about Kyle turned around, planted his feet, and killed that guy in cold blood, that is not how it happened. Kyle was being chased down by a raving, threatening lunatic that promised him he was gonna fuck him up, man. So why is he? And then he looks at his audience. He says, "These are the facts." Oh, Tim. So that part, you know, he missed the boat on. But afterwards, this part, yes. Why is this so hard for Tim to keep it real 100% of the time, man? Why is that? Oh, I'm almost picking his nose there with my mouse. Sorry, Tim. Why is it so hard for Tim to keep it real all the time? You know, when you play narrative, Tim, you rob yourself of your credibility. I love you, bro. You can be better, man. You can be better, man. Come listen to me call you out on your bullshit and start calling yourself out on your own bullshit. Accept this criticism as I accepted the criticism that you gave me years ago. And, bro, you can grow, man. I know you can do it.
To help. Who needs a gun to paint over graffiti?
Nobody. Facts.
I've done some painting over graffiti in my younger days when I was a kid.
Good for you, Tim. I'm proud
I never
of you.
needed a gun to do it. Who needs it? What paramedics you know carry AR-15s?
Right. Well said. Well, military medics.
It's like their arguments are bullshit.
But he's right.
And my thing is this, guys. I told you they were full of shit. That's all I want to say. I told you they were full of shit. They're proving it to you, and you don't care.
Tim, listen, Tim. More people would care if you filled in the other spaces with reality instead of your bullshit narrative. Because listen, you don't need to spin this to win this. That's what I'm trying to say. Listen to me, bro. I agree with you, and I did it without fucking saying that Kyle turned around, planted his feet, and murdered that guy in cold blood. Keep it realer.
Yeah.
Defense team
Kyle
files
Rittenhouse walks
motion
away free.
for a mistrial.
You will see more problems.
Hey, man, it's fair. It's fair for a mistrial. It's fair that they declare a mistrial. The judge was unfair, man. But I'll tell you what, the judge was totally leaning towards Kyle the entire time. Everybody can see that. But based on that, it's not a fair trial. It's crazy that, you know why the defense is filing for a mistrial, everybody? And they're probably going to win it. The judge is going to grant, he said he'd consider it. Because it's taken more than a day of deliberation. They haven't come out with a verdict. They thought they had it. They thought, we got this. No problem. Let's see what the jury does. Jury's like, we don't know yet. They're like, oh, fuck. We better play our fucking, our ace that we've got in our back pocket. Because they got it. This trial was no good. That is a provable fact. Mistrial. Tim doesn't get his way. I don't get my way. But we're keeping it real. The judge was unfair. He was literally, his ringtone was God Bless the USA. Donald Trump's theme song for his rallies. His battle cry. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, it's just my cat. Okay, I thought he might have a bird or something. What's up, Carlos? Hey, buddy. Harley cat. 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 He's a Harley cat. He's a Harley cat zipping around the universe and stars. Rantings tell, Tanya. I don't
boys,
understand what that means.
more militia types.
It's almost 7:10.
Bore these people out and protest. Now, most protests, typically, I know things got a little weird there for a minute, and weird in a good way. You saw a lot of white people in protest. In this protest, it was overwhelmingly white. But historically speaking, who does protests? Who does the marches? Who's doing the marching? Okay, so it stands to reason that more often than not, there will be black people at these marches. Now what's going to happen? Who's going to start showing up now with guns? And anyone who says, oh, that's not true, just dismisses that this could have social implications.
Man.
And make things dangerous, more dangerous for black folks, is in denial. But what I'm telling you guys is they don't care because what's most important to them.
7:10s and yeah, 2 minutes. Cheers.
That's what it is. I'm so tired of people making excuses. I'm so tired of people saying, oh no, this person's a good fighter for the people. That's only because the people that he's undermining are people that don't look like they're putting black people in harm's way by doing this. When I first voiced all my issues about
Hanoi, son,
so-called left, these people who I think were doing a disservice because I like policies. Certain policies, I love them. I think those policies are great policies. I want to add in reparations, a black agenda to those policies. But I think everyone deserves health care. Everyone deserves. We need to get rid of student debt. My kids got it tough. Young people have it tough. We have older people with student debt. It's not just children. They're grown adults. There are people, seniors, whose estates are impacted by student loans.
Happy 7:10. No longer going to cannabis. Cannabis services for all. Cheers, everybody.
Policy, okay? Environmental justice, educational justice, medical justice. All these types of issues, these are very important. I believe in them. But I said we got to tweak it and add some reparations. We got to add some black agenda. We got to add some other policies that go directly to impacting black people in a positive way. Because if you're progressive and you say you're for the people, well, black people are people too, and America has systemically disenfranchised us by not including us in the New Deal, the Fair Deal, the GI Bill, and all we got was a raw deal. So we gotta say, hey, wait, we gotta correct this. We can't just pretend everything's even Steven and start with student loan debt when black people only own 2% of the wealth in this country. When black people only own 2% of the land in this country. May be okay with you because you happen not to be black. And if you're a black and that's okay with you, I got a problem with you. You need to go stand somewhere else. Don't stand with me, go stand somewhere else. I'm over here advocating for black people. Obviously, you're not in that group. And what I'm saying is, this Kyle Rittenhouse story puts us in more jeopardy because who gets in voting? More people are going to show up at events.
I wonder.
Found a way to make money, tapping into your frustration with the Democrats when he took it personal that Bernie would not come on his fucking show. Then the fucking end. And everything else has been money grab, money grab, money grab, money grab, money grab. That's all it's been. We need to be honest. Be honest. I can be honest and say, hey, I got so tired of the guy, anything that he touched, I hated. I don't give a fuck what it was. And I'm not just by myself.
Is he talking about Jimmy Dore?
And anybody who aligned with him, I couldn't stand. I've unfollowed so many people just because they followed this guy. He's that toxic in my book. He's horrible. And based on that frustration, I probably went after other people. I was more pissed at other people probably than I needed to be. But that's how much I can't stand what he's about, what he stands for. And his politics. And he's done nothing but prove me right. Any day I could have came out and said, I've changed my mind, he's a different guy, but I don't change my mind. His recent actions show me, look, I'm not sorry I went after Jimmy Dore. I wish I would have done it sooner and harder because the guy is horrible. He has proven to be everything wrong. Everything fucking wrong. Okay? He's the most damaging person to the side of the left that I thought was going to be helpful in getting black people some policies. I thought because the guy couldn't stand the cops, he was an ally, but he wasn't. Because that's all he wanted to do is talk about how shit cops were, but he wasn't down for putting together policies that actually did help black people. He wanted to put policies, he wanted us black people to help get policies that helps everybody. And that's not the same thing. It's helping black people directly. So anyone that...
He wanted policies that helped everybody. Tim, that's the funniest thing you've ever said mad in your entire life. Jimmy Dore wanted to help everybody! Damn it! You guys want to hear that again? We got to show this to Jimmy Dore. He's going to love it. Somebody show this to Jimmy Dore, please. All right, get your phones out, people. Get ready. Tim Black saying, be honest, while his hat shows everyone his background is a green screen. I don't think it's a green screen. I don't think he's on a green screen, bro. That's a normal TV set behind him, I believe. You could totally be right. I think he's got backlighting on him, but I'm not sure. God, is that a green? You're right, dude. It's a green screen. Yeah, that's got to be a green screen, right? That's a green screen. I think it's a green. That's why the lighting's so good on him, because that's great green screening, bro. Fuck. Here. Where are we here in this 3312? We got to go back to 3250 and hear him say, Jimmy Dore wanted policies to help everybody. Mad. That is the fucking, just the funniest thing he's ever said ever. 3255. Here we go.
Talk about how shit cops were, but he wasn't down for putting together policies that actually did help black people. He wanted to put policies, he wanted us black people to help get policies that helps everybody.
Tim, man! Jimmy Dore wants policies that help everybody! Am I getting it wrong? Am I getting it wrong here, guys? Let me know. Dude, if I'm getting it wrong, press a number 3 in the live chat. If I'm getting it wrong, let me know. This is funny, right?
And that's not the same thing. It's helping black people directly. So anyone that's on that shit, I don't ride with them. Now, also, please, can we stop pretending that Roland Martin is good for black people? We must stop pretending. We must. I don't give a fuck if you're over 50. You stop fucking pretending that Roland Martin means well, that he's good for us. He's a pissed off guy, wishing he could be back in CNN. He could not. His last resort was to try to compete with people like me, and he's doing nothing but champion for the Democratic Party. The day of black people being escaped by, kissing the ass of the CBC, the contemptible black carcass. That's what I call him. The contemptible black carcass.
Yeah. When he lifts up his hat, you can see it. You're right.
Okay? They're not fighting for black people. I'm tired of it. We have to. His latest thing is, if you attack Kamala Harris, you're attacking black people. No, Roland. When you bend over for the Democrats and gaslight black people in order to help black elites like Kamala Harris, you are disrespecting black people. You are slapping black people in the face, and we are tired of you.
Good for you, bro.
It's not your fault Kamala's a horrible politician. Sometimes black people want black people to succeed so badly, they'll help someone who really does not have the ability to be successful. And that's Kamala Harris. And I didn't make it that way. She makes it that way. And she's a vice president. No one gives a shit about vice presidents. She's falling on the sword because they want to make Biden look better right now. Because he's tanking too. But everyone knows this. Man, Mike Pence, I forgot Mike Pence was alive. No one cares about VPs. Now you're just adding into this to take heat off Biden's ass. And no one's buying it. No one's buying it. So we have to stop pretending. Look, if you're a Roland Martin fan, I would like to know why. Actually, I don't want to know why. I don't care why.
Fuck
Go
Roland
over there.
Martin, man. I hate that
But
guy.
we're going to stop pretending. Just admit, you don't want politics to change. Just admit you just want to hold on for dear life. You don't want to actually get reparations or a black agenda. Because none of these things, and I do mean none of these things, there's Roland Martin support. So stop. Stop pretending. I want people to own up to their bullshit. Own up to it. If you've been using someone's name, in order to get awareness to build a platform because you have no ability, no creativity to build one on your own, just admit it and then give them back their name and go back to obscurity. That's what you can do.
Happy
Or create a
420.
new name and disband it. Do whatever you're doing. But stop pretending. That's all I'm saying. Stop pretending you got a problem with me. When really the only problem you had is you wanted to be me. That's all. Just stop pretending. Stop pretending. It's over. It's cracked. Jesus Christ. It's over, man. We gotta stop pretending. We have a young man by the name of Julius Jones. Been in jail 20 years in Oklahoma. He's about to be put to death, even though the parole board says he should have a stab execution, clemency, and be given an opportunity to be released. And the Oklahoma governor won't even sit down with the family to discuss this shit. And he's got 2 days left. 2 days.
That's fucked up.
On Kamala Harris?
And carrying their own weapons. There were so many weapons shown in those raw videos carried by people hiding among the peaceful protesters. But they were rioters. They're opportunists.
No, and black people need to wake up. They need to realize this is what we got. We need to hold our fucking lawmakers accountable. No, Tim, not you, Tim Black. Other people with real platforms. People with real jobs. People with driving services. And a real staff and a studio and a salary.
A cleaning service. Ooh, that would be nice.
You got on a cap, man. Come on.
Has an illegal gun.
Has an illegal gun. This should be interesting.
And you know, it's just more evidence on top of evidence of how vile and putrid this country truly is. It's insidious. And these people that want to support this fucking killer, they're just insidious, vile, malicious people. They know exactly what they're representing. They're representing that part, that real.
It sounds cheaper than a maid. Yeah, it would be a cleaning service. I want one that waxes my vehicles too. I have an orbital buffer, but it's in the goddamn storage. I wonder when Rogi's gonna wake up. Cat's right here. Rogi's still in bed. He wasn't feeling good this morning. Poor dog. So hey. Welcome to my show, everybody. We're just chilling. I smoked some dabs, and I'm in slow motion right now. I'm feeling really good. We've discussed a lot of things so far on the show today. You know, I like to tweet out things I think are interesting so I could talk about them on the podcast. Crypto's making a recovery. We talked about that already. Lark Davis. We watched that video. Bees! Hey, Bees! Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, good morning. Hey. Hey, Beezle Bop. My Beezle's here, everybody. My bees. This is the first time he's ever come over to me first thing in the morning, I think. Hey, Beezle. What's up, bees? My bees. My bees. I love my bees. What you doing, bees? Look, put your tracker collar on. It's all charged up. He still has this little spot on his tail, or it looks like his skin's a little dry there. I gotta put some more triage oil in there. It hasn't completely healed up yet. I've already put some on at least one time. He doesn't like when I do it, really. It's like, he doesn't like when I do anything to him. I don't like to disturb him, though. You know? The cat was trying to play with the dog, and the dog was like, yeah, it's too. I haven't had my coffee yet. Oh, there he goes. Now they're playing. Trying to get you an angle where you can see them better. There we go. He's so tough. Oh yeah. They really do. Oh, sorry, Beast. Two of them together. Bees, what's up, buddy? Buddy bees. You had 400 killings in Philadelphia? Why, Dom? Why are they doing that, man? What's going on out there? Look at the cat just ignoring the dog. Wonder if there's anything going on in the news. You guys want me to pull up? I've got my phone right here. I can just look really fast. Let's see what we got here. The news on the old AP. Or else. U.S. overdose deaths topped 100,000 in 1 year. There's nothing in the news on this day. Isn't that weird? Nothing in the news at all. Nothing I can discuss. Deadly flooding in Pacific Northwest in Canada. Yeah, you guys, because of climate change, there's going to be a lot more storms, as I've already warned y'all, and these storms are going to be way wetter. They're going to be more powerful. They're going to last longer, and there's going to be more of them. Yeah, Staples Center renamed Crypto.com Center. Yeah. So the epic battle begins. Kitty versus Doggy. Why they Beasling? Why they Beasling? I love how the cat just is like playing with the dog while ignoring him at the same time. Ooh. That's not cool. That cat really bit the dog. Rogan, you want to go outside? Let me put your collar on you. Come on, bees. I know. Hold on, Harlesworth. Here you go, bees. Come on. Come on, bees. Come on, guys. Let's go outside. Come on, come on, come on. Harles, Rogan, come on. It's nice out there. 47 degrees. Rogan, want to go outside? Harley? No? Fuckers. Yes, crypto is taking over the world, man, and everybody, when this becomes a thing, you know, more people will buy in. It'll become a thing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So, you know, we could look at the market right now. Bitcoin dropped just now to 59.5. It is. It pumped a few hours ago when it hit 58,380. And now it's just kind of been going down, going down, going down. It's flat bopping downwards. Not a lot of movement. Just going downwards slowly. We'll see what it does now. Looks like it's continuing downwards slowly. So that's what's going on with that. You guys got anything else? I've been live for a while. Anything else you want me to talk about? Crypto.com. Ha ha ha. Crypto.com's number one. Isn't that funny? Crypto.com center. So everybody starts buying Crypto.com. My Crypto.com, I've got a lot of it. I bet you it's doing really well in my portfolio right now. Here, let me see. AVAX is number 2. Sandbox is number 3 at $3.23. Saitama is number 4. Storage is number 5 at $1.65. Doge is down to 23 cents. Ethereum is still under 4,200. 167. Okay. Let's see. Crypto.com. There it is. My buy-in on Crypto.com. It's at 48 cents right now. 49 cents. My buy-in on Crypto.com is 21 cents. Average. My profit loss percentage on Crypto.com is 164%. There you go. Diversification, people. People, you never know when Crypto.com's going to buy a goddamn Staples Center, you know? And you just happen to be holding the fucking crypto. That's how it works, man. Beautiful. So, you guys are beautiful people. I love you all. I'll see you this afternoon, okay? Let's say noonish, 1 o'clock-ish, my time. It's 7:40 right now, 7. About 5 hours from now or so, from whatever time you're at, about 5 hours from now, be looking for a notification on all social media from my live stream, okay? In the meantime, you'll be able to find me over there on Twitter at Nave's Garden. I love you guys. And I'll see y'all in the interim at Nate's Garden on Twitter. Bye, guys. Beep.